Welcome to a journey through the ancient science of eye care, as described in the Sushruta Samhita, Uttara Tantra, Chapter 12. This foundational Ayurvedic text, attributed to Lord Dhanvantari and compiled by Sushruta, is a treasure trove of medical wisdom. In this video, we'll explore the curative treatments for Raktabhishyanda ophthalmia of blood origin and related eye disorders. We'll break down the general principles, specific remedies, and even surgical interventions, all rooted in holistic Ayurvedic philosophy. Let's begin by understanding the context and significance of these ancient teachings. Sushruta identified four major eye conditions: Adhimantha, Abhishyanda, Sirotpata, and Siraharsha, that share a common origin: vitiation of the blood, or Rakta. Because of this shared root cause, their initial treatment protocols are unified. The approach begins with internal and external lubrication, followed by bloodletting, cleansing of the head channels, and finally, targeted local therapies. This logical sequence ensures that the underlying pathology is addressed before moving to symptom-specific care. The first phase in Sushruta's protocol is Snehana, or lubrication. This involves administering old or matured clarified butter, known as kumbhagrita, both internally and externally. The purpose is to lubricate the body's channels, pacify aggravated vata and pitta doshas, and prepare the patient for elimination therapies. This gentle, nourishing step sets the stage for more active interventions, ensuring the body is receptive and protected. Next comes Raktamokshana, or bloodletting. This is a direct intervention aimed at removing the vitiated blood responsible for the pathology. Venesection is performed as required, and in severe cases, adjuncts like leech application may be used. This step is crucial for conditions with a strong blood component, as it helps reduce inflammation, congestion, and pain in the eye region. Following bloodletting, Shirovirechana is performed. This involves the use of errhines medicated ghee boiled with clearing drugs and mixed with sugar, marrow, or fat. The goal is to cleanse the head and upper body channels, ensuring that any residual toxins are eliminated. This step is especially important after venesection, as it helps restore balance and clarity to the affected tissues. The final phase of the general protocol involves local and palliative care. Depending on the dominant dosha, therapies such as plasters, Pralepas, washes, parishachanan, snuffs, nasya, fumigation, duma, eye drops, ashiotana, and specialized procedures like tapana and puttapaka are applied. These treatments are carefully chosen to address the specific symptoms and doshic imbalances present in each patient. For Raktabhishyanda, Sushruta recommends a soothing plaster applied around the affected eye. This is made from equal parts of nilotpala, usira, daruharidra, kaliya, yashtimadu, musta, lodra, and padmaka, all washed in clarified butter. These ingredients are known for their cooling, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. In cases of intense pain, mild fomentations or leech therapy may be added, and large drafts of clarified butter can help further alleviate discomfort. Eye drops, asciotana, and collyriums, Anjana, play a vital role in Ayurvedic ophthalmology. A simple rainwater solution, mixed with powdered kasaru and yashtamadu and filtered through linen, is used to cleanse and soothe the eyes. If rainwater is unavailable, pure transparent water is substituted. Flour-based compounds and mineral metal mixtures are also used as collyriums, each tailored to specific symptoms and disease stages. Sirotpata, or engorgement of eye blood vessels, is treated with honey and clarified butter applied as Anjana. Other remedies include pastes of rock salt and iron sulfate with breast milk, or conch shell, manashila, tatta, daruharidra, and rock salt with honey. These combinations are designed to reduce swelling, clear blockages, and restore normal vessel function. Siraharsha, or dilation of eye vessels, is managed with sweet and soothing agents. Phanida, a treacle combined with honey, Rasanjana with honey, or rock salt and iron sulfate with honey are common choices. Acidic components like vetramla and rock salt, pasted with treacle and breast milk, are also used. These remedies aim to calm the vessels and reduce irritation. Arjuna disease, a specific ocular disorder, is managed using the principles of Pittabhishyanda, washes and sevas with sugarcane juice, honey, sugar, breast milk, daru haridra, yashtimadu, and rock salt are recommended. Acidic washes like kanjika or fruit acids are used as eye drops. Collyriums made from crystal, coral, conch shell, and yashtimadu with honey are also applied, each selected for their cooling and anti-inflammatory effects. For abnormal growths or thickened tissue, Sushruta prescribes Anjana scarifying collyriums. The goal is to scrape away pathological tissue, restoring normal structure and function to the eye. Sukra, or milky film and white patches on the cornea, are classified as non-ulcerated or ulcerated. Treatment begins with Abhishyanda protocols, including bloodletting and local applications. If needed, Anjana is used. Rubbing agents like Shirovirechana seeds, marca, pipali, and rock salt help remove stubborn opacities. Copper-based and alkaline collyriums are also employed for their potent tissue-clearing effects. For severe cases like ajaka, corneal perforation, surgical drainage is performed. The accumulated watery matter is punctured with a needle, and the resulting ulcer is filled with powdered beef mixed with clarified butter. If the ulcer becomes raised, repeated scarification is advised. These procedures highlight the advanced surgical knowledge present in ancient Ayurveda. Akshipaka, eye inflammations, and puyalasa, abscesses, are managed with a combination of lubrication, fomentation, bloodletting, washes, and specialized collyriums. For eyelid disorders like praklinavartma and aclinavartma, systemic cleansing is followed by local applications of herbal compounds and fumigation. Each step is carefully designed to address both the root cause and the presenting symptoms. In summary, Sushruta's approach to ophthalmic disorders is holistic, systematic, and deeply rooted in the principles of Ayurveda. From lubrication and bloodletting to advanced surgical techniques, each intervention is chosen with care and precision. These ancient protocols continue to inspire modern integrative medicine, reminding us of the enduring wisdom found in classical texts. Thank you for joining this exploration of Sushruta Samhita's ophthalmic treatments.